Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches One Piece. This is episode 1170. So, look, this kind of sucks. I gotta do this intro faster because I did this intro already. And in fact, I recorded this intro and the first 5 minutes of the One Piece episode we're about to see my reaction to before I realized that my mic wasn't working. So the first 5 minutes of this 20-something minute episode, I don't have my reaction to, unfortunately. Hold on. I'm about to cough. Okay, I just coughed off camera. So I recorded this intro. I recorded a relatively long intro for this video as well. Let's try to shorten it as much as I can because I don't want to do a whole nother long intro. So basically, to summarize the things that I said in my original intro, is that right now, I'm sick, so sorry that this video is late. If you've been keeping up with my posts and stuff, you'll find out that I'm sick. I'm mostly fine. It's really just I've got a cough, but I basically have no other symptoms. But the cough is making it difficult to record videos. So luckily, this video I am able to do it, and it is going up, but it's going up late, and I'm not at 100% either. But yeah, so I was letting you guys know that, and if there's any other videos that are delayed or stopped because of that in the future, you know, just keep your eye out. Also, last episode we got introduced to Scopper Gaban, and I said in the intro that that very cool character. A lot of people were saying, like, you know, oh, you know, here's the times that you have seen him before, including sometimes in the manga that was cut out. But there were a few people, I feel like, who were like, I can't believe you didn't remember him. But to be fair, I did remember him. I like, when we were watching the episode, I did say, like, I think this guy was in Odin's flashback, and he was in Odin's flashback. Like, I recognized him once they showed his, like, younger design. I did recognize it. I just don't remember the details of it a lot of the time. I saw Odin's flashback one time, and I have not rewatched it since then. And I watched it all within a binge, so, like, a lot of it blends together. It's very difficult sometimes to remember details from back then, whereas a lot of people who watched that flashback watched it weekly or read it weekly, one little bit at a time, and they got to dissect it and read other people discussing about it and all of that. I never did that. I didn't get that experience. So I had a bit of a different experience, and sometimes I remember things slightly differently. But, you know, to set the record straight, I did say that I think I recognized him from an earlier episode, and I pinpointed where I thought I recognized him from. I just didn't remember the details of it. Yeah. And was there something else that I wanted to mention? I'm loving these episodes. Oh yeah, I also worked out that if I was still binging this show instead of watching it weekly, in Elbaf right now, we'd be in our 4th Elbaf video. 4th, which means that I'd only have been doing videos on Elbaf for 2 weeks, as opposed to now, where I've been doing, you know, this is episode like 15 or 16 or something of the season, so I've been doing this for like 16 weeks, and so, like, you know, that comparison where it's like 2 weeks has been stretched out to 8 times as long. It's just a very different watching experience for me. I'm still getting used to it, but it's great. It's been a lot of fun to watch this weekly. But yeah, anyway, I don't know if there's much else to say. So sorry that the first 5 minutes of the video aren't present in this clip, and then also sorry that well, that's what I'm sorry for. But for full-length viewers, people who watch the videos with me for full length and they have to, like, sync up the footage, I think it was around 5 minutes 40 that that the clip will be jumping in. So I'm sorry, you gotta try to sync it up to that. I know it's a lot more difficult to sync it up not to the start of an episode, especially when I don't have a precise timestamp for you, but it kind of just jumped in at some point. So I apologize for that. I wish it didn't happen. I hate that I have to deal with it when I'm sick. But anyway, let's jump into this. One Piece episode 1170. Here we go. That's true. Aww, what a cool shot. That's a funny comment. I mean, yeah, you could have just given it to him, but it's symbolic. I think he does know him. I think he knows him quite well. Maybe better than you do. When he was on his crew, you knew him for a short time. Oh, that was sick. The jumping off the back of the key. Oh! Fuck, man. I can't help but imagine, like, the metal, like, pushing against the back of your teeth like that, like, pushing them up. Oh, fuck. At least his teeth are probably rubber. Oh, this is fucking sick. Oh my god. The aura that he's building up. Yaso Taken. Sick, Zoro! Defending your captain. Whoa. There are some cool camera shots in this. Like, look at that one. Just such a dynamic fight. This whole episode's like well animated from start to finish. Hey, yeah, okay. I was about to say, like, cover Nami. Don't just like hold her out while debris is falling. I like how Gaban's got the like grandpa from Ben 10 fit. I forgot what his name is. He's got the same shirt as the guy from Ben 10. Oh, oh, here we fucking go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, fighting with the axe. Sick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Huh? Why are they building up like this? Yeah, okay. I thought they were setting up for a gag there. Ah, you were fine. Aww, her heart. That's true. He started using the axes at some point, and he threw the key at you. Wait until you find out who he is. Aww. Oh, Shanksu. Oh, I love Shanks. He's just got such a great attitude, you know? And I think now also that I'm no longer worried that he's a rat or anything, it makes me quite happy. I can just enjoy his personality. Oh, that Robin mid-card. Sunworld. Walrus School. Oh my god, great animation on that for no reason. Look at this girl with the Usopp nose. Like, just a little Usopp nose. What are they looking at? Like, what is... What is it? What? A bird. Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, what... Wait, Oh, it's a bird made out of the arrows. Yeah. What are you two doing, huh? That's so cool, man. She's so cool. In the summoning. The music's sick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, she's summoning. Who are we getting? Oh my god, that's fucking crazy looking. This music is so sick. So fucking dope. What? What? What the fuck is happening? Oh, he's not ready. He's a Saint Summers, Knight of God. Who the fuck are you? Saint Killingham? What the heck? Okay. She turned away. Oh, she's blushing. That's funny. That's a fun characterization, that she would get flustered or embarrassed by seeing him naked or partially naked. Man, look at his. Okay, so he's awakened by the looks of it. Okay, well, his outfit looks pretty sick. His design's pretty sick as well. Wow. They translated it as Leverly now instead of Reverie? Okay, kidnap some kids. The Abyss. So that's how they teleport, as they go through the Abyss? Like, that's how they summon? Don't take the kids, they're so cute. Oh god. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, that was a fantastic episode. Really, really fantastic. Apologies, I'm probably gonna make this the intro as well, but apologies that like the first like 5 minutes of the episode, as well as my intro, are all probably lost because my mic wasn't working properly. As if I didn't have enough shit going on. You know, it's already difficult enough for me to make this video, and then I lose part of it. It sucks. But anyway, I got, you know, the main parts of the Gaban fight and the and that whole ending bit. So I'm glad at least that I figured out partway through the recording that my mic wasn't working. Yeah, anyway. That was a great episode. I really liked it. I like, you know, the introduction of these Knights of God, the new characters. So we had Saint Summers and Saint Killmonger or something. What was his name? Saint Killingham. Let me go back and look at their introduction images, because that's important. It's important to see, just in case I missed something as well. Saint Summers, Knight of God, Shepherd family. See, look, that's the sort of thing, that's the sort of subtitle that, yes, might be relevant at some point, and people will be like, hey, you know, like in 100 episodes time, there's someone else from the Shepherd family gonna show up, or 300 episodes ago, someone from the Shepherd's family already showed up, and people are gonna be like, didn't you remember that Saint Summers was part of the Shepherd family? It said it in the subtitle or whatever. But like right now, since it doesn't mean anything to me, I'm not gonna be internalizing it. And then Saint Killingham, from the Rimoshifu family. Now he's got an interesting design. Like he's like a weird, like, is he supposed to be like a dragon? Or is he like, I think he kind of looks like a traditional dragon, and he's got the awakened band. So like, is he an awakened mythical Zoan fruit, like a version of the dragon fruit or something? I mean, maybe he's a version of the fish fruit, because wasn't Kaido's like the fish, like a model of the fish fruit or something like that? I don't exactly remember the details, but yeah, I'm wondering what the hell his thing is. But you know, kind of an interesting design, and like pretty funny and interesting introduction to Saint Summers, where it's like, this guy, he's got a decent amount of aura, right? And we want him to have some aura, but at the same time, like, and so they like build up that aura by, one, he's got a cool design, and two, by having his introduction be so epic and incredible, and like his summoning just look absolutely amazing. But then when he actually shows up, he's like half naked, and so like that's like a sort of nice little One Piece bait and switch, where it's like you have this character and you give him a lot of aura, but you also kind of humanize them in a way. It's not humanizing them to like make you feel bad for them, but it's humanizing them, I feel like, to just give them more character than just like, oh, these are just like straight up evil people, you know? So like we got some character here, like Killingham is like, you know, weirdly hyper and running in circles. This guy, you know, is summoned half naked, so he loses some aura like that. Gunko is sheepish about the fact that she summoned a half naked guy, you know? Like we're getting a little more insight into their characters' personalities through these like little traits in the scene, you know? Shamrock still was being pretty stoic the entire time, but I mean he already is cool enough. I don't think we need too much from him. It's very funny hearing the way Scopper talked about Shanks, where it's like, wait, he didn't give you that hat, he like lent it to you and got you to keep it safe for him. Like, what a cheapskate. It's a very funny idea. Like it does feel like the sort of ribbing that a crewmate would do, and I mean, especially like he would be, you know, he would have seniority over Shanks. It's like sort of a very classic like dad like or uncle like joke to make about him, you know, and I think that's very funny. Because I mean, obviously it means more that he didn't just give him the hat, that he asked him to take care of it, because it shows trust. It is a symbol of like, we're going to meet again. It's like it's a goal for Luffy to try to attain. Like there's a lot of things to it, to the lending of the hat, that makes it way better than the giving of the hat. But at the same time, it is very funny to see a character be like, why didn't he just fucking give you the hat? It's like really good. But yeah, I mean, the Knights of God are gonna kidnap these kids, but also I do enjoy that, like, that they talk, that they're dealing with the problem here that like, well, we can't just shove them in a bag because they're giants, you know? Like I think that's kind of fun, where it's like their goal is to kidnap kids, which generally for powerful people would be very, very easy, because kids they can't really put up much of a fight, and they're very small and you can just take them wherever. But in this situation, they're not very small. They're bigger than like most humans out there. I was gonna say every human out there, but actually there are a lot of big humans in this in this world. I feel like Big Mom might be bigger than these kids. So but they're bigger than most humans out there. So yeah, you can't just grab them and go. And apparently, so I think because they mentioned the Abyss twice in this episode, and the first one I didn't really clock what they were saying. Where are we leaving from? Where's the Abyss is what they said. Where are we leaving from? Where's the Abyss? Sorry. So I don't fully know if I know what they mean by that, but I imagine the Abyss is this sort of like in between realm that they use to teleport, to be summoned into these places. I'm guessing because they said that you can't travel through the Abyss without a mark. And so that's why the elders and these guys and the Knights of God can travel through, because I guess they've all got the marks. But that, like, I think it's Oda's way of making sure, like, okay, yeah, we've got characters that are summoning in or whatever. We need to make sure that, like, not every character can just teleport around the world, because otherwise it's going to make the world feel a whole lot smaller. If all characters could just teleport whenever they need to, you know? So that does make sense. But yeah, anyway. Crazy stuff. I don't think there's much else for me to talk about, and also, again, my throat isn't great. But I can't wait for more. I can't wait for more. This is really cool introductions to these characters. I wonder what this arc's gonna be like. It's great. So anyway, that was One Piece episode 1170. Thank you for joining me. Support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.